Hello, I'm Roger Bisbee from Skill Builder, back with another new build nightmare, and this time we've been contacted by Dan, and Dan has got a new flat and he's hearing noises from above. When the people are walking around, he can hear all this clicking sound, all these noises coming through the ceiling. Now, when I look at it, what he sent us, he's actually got a metal web joist there, so they are very, very good at stopping noise transmission. So if he's getting noise through that, there's something else going wrong. Now, he's a pretty resourceful guy, Dan, because what he's done is he's actually cut a hole, opened up the ceiling to find out what's going on. And what does he find? This is what he finds. This is a resilient bar. Now, a resilient bar is basically a piece of metal that they put on the underside of a joist, and then they attach the plasterboard to it. And you can see on this, the plasterboard has got 2 layers of plasterboard. Now that's for soundproofing, also good for fireproofing as well. And then this metal bar here, the plasterboard should be screwed into that metal bar, and then the metal bar is screwed into the joist, but there isn't a screw that's running from the plasterboard into the joist, or there shouldn't be a screw. But what does Dan find? There is a screw. In other words, somebody's gone right through the resilient bar and into the joist as well. So they've completely negated. As Dan said, he said, look, I'm not a builder, I'm not in the game at all, but he said, doesn't this totally negate the purpose of the resilient bar by putting a screw through it? And he's absolutely spot on with that, because you just shouldn't do it. It's just pointless. It's just undoing all that. And you'd be amazed that even one screw like that can transmit sound through from the floor above to him. So that's what he's getting. And then he spoke to the builder and they said, oh, it was probably just a rogue screw. You know, you get that every so often, you know, they put one through. But that's, how do we know that? How do we know that if he took that whole ceiling down, he wouldn't find that these screws were everywhere? Why would they just put one in and not more, you know? If the guy's thinking he needs to put big screws in to hold the plasterboard up, then he's not going to stop at one, is he? So Dan's got a problem here, because he's now got to go back to the builders. The builders have got to acknowledge their responsibility. It's actually part of the building regulations, this whole thing. We're going to do more on noise in the future. It's part of the building regs that you cut down this noise transmission. They're very, very hot on it. So if they found out somebody had been putting screws straight through the resilient bar, they would not approve the job. But of course, you know, by the time they see it, the resilient bars are up, the ceilings are plastered, and they're not actually getting to see the whole thing. So let's have a look at the video. Here we can see the resilient bars. He's done a great job of filming here, Dan, and you can see that the resilient bars are stuck to the joist, and you can see this screw going through. So he's tightening this screw and loosening this screw, just turning it, and you can see that it goes through into the timber. And then what is he doing now? Oh yeah. Now that's incredible, isn't it? That's just his thumb hitting the bottom of that screw to show you how much sound transmission there is through from the screw into that timber. So if it's traveling that way with just this soft thumb hitting that screw, you imagine what it's like when the people are walking around upstairs and it's traveling through those screws, or that one screw even, and transmitting. It's almost like a sounding box, like a guitar up there. It's amplifying the noise. So look at that, 2 layers of plasterboard, all that resilient bar, all those lovely metal web joists, and the whole thing is undone by one stupid little screw, or maybe, as I said, several screws. You just don't know, do you? So often what we're finding in these new build nightmares is that it's a small thing. You know, we looked at a shower tray the other day that was put down on silicone inadequately and it cracked. We look at somebody not sealing round a shower tray, or not using a tile backer board. They're using plasterboard. They're not even using moisture resistant plasterboard. And then we get this, you know, some guy who doesn't know what he's doing, sticking some big screws through because he's going, oh, well, I don't think those other ones will hold very well. I'll stick some big ones through. He's cocked the job up. It's another new build nightmare. And I don't know how Dan is going to solve that. I don't know whether the builders are going to solve it for him, but we'll get back to him and we'll find out if he's having any success with them. And if he's not, maybe we can wade in there. I'd love to have a go at them. I hope you found that interesting, and maybe you've got the same problem, because it looks like if Dan's got it, that guy who puts those long screws in is out there on the loose doing more harm in other flats. Maybe every single flat in that whole block has got the same problem. And then if they got inflammable cladding on the outside, that really is a new build nightmare, isn't it? So we're going to have more new build nightmares coming up very soon. Unfortunately, we'd rather not be doing this. Well, you know, we're kind of doing it because we want to try and name and shame and get them to change their behaviour. That would be nice, wouldn't it? If we could actually make a difference.